Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Greetings, alishanmao here, and welcome to more Hubsan Zino Mini Pro videos. In this video, yes, I'm not going to fly it. However, I'm going to show you two different fixes for two different issues. I have been contacted. There was a comment from a guy who says that he have received his Zino Mini Pro, but since the very beginning, when he turns it on, he gets a gimbal error on his app in a red color. A notification pops up that there's a gimbal error, something 02XXX, and the gimbal is not working. So I spoke to Hubsan about this, and I discussed a bit about what can be wrong here. I was told that there might be a little bit of loose cable inside for the gimbal, and it's very easy fix. So I'm gonna try to create the same notification or same error in this Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. You know, this is the one I've been flying and you've been watching in my videos, and it has no issues at all except one which I'm going to describe. Stay with me in this video. So I will try to create that problem of gimbal error and see if I can create it and fix it right here on the camera, which according to Hubsan engineer who sent me a video, thank you very much for this, Hubsan, should be very easy. Now, before we do that, let me talk to you about the second issue. I have been testing this quadcopter on and off camera. On camera, whatever happens, I show you straight away, and you have been watching my videos. Off camera, I have been testing this quadcopter a lot and sending my feedback a whole lot on daily basis to Hubsan, and Hubsan is kind enough to improve and fix those bugs very quickly. Now, off camera, there was a day when I was flying it. Let's say you have watched me flying on my at RC airport every time. Now, when I go to the center of the RC airport and fly there, I have no issue at all with this quadcopter. But when it's a hot day and I ride my motorcycle, I go and stay under the trees in a corner, and at that corner, only at that corner, very strange, Hubsan Zino Mini Pro is losing GPS satellites. It happened 2 or 3 times, right exactly in that corner when I went there and tested, but it doesn't happen when I'm flying in the center. So there could be possibility of very strong interference in that particular corner where I tested. So when it loses the satellite, it will drift slightly a bit, but then optical flow positioning system will hold the position, and it will fly and hold this position in attitude mode and altitude hold mode, and in a few seconds it will lock the satellites again and switch to the GPS position hold mode. So I spoke to Hubsan, and they said there is a very easy fix for that. Should you want to improve your GPS fix, your GPS performance in your Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, you should do this little fix. So in this video, I'm sorry, I'm speaking for a while. In this video, I'm going to do two things, two fixes, and I hope everything goes right. I have never actually opened this quadcopter, so this is going to be my very first time, and I would like to do it on the camera so you can see. Being a person who just bought a drone and have never opened this and facing an issue, how such a person with no experience at all with this drone fix an issue, can or cannot, we'll find out. So I'm going to do this. I have a radio control here, I have a cable for my phone, I have a Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, and I have my Aeromax tool set right here, and I have a fully charged battery as well. Okay, so let's just start, and my phone is also here. So I'm gonna fix the camera, focus on this. Okay, so first thing first, I'm gonna unfold the Zino Mini Pro. Alright, and I need to make sure that I'm looking at the camera screen as well, so you do not lose track of the drone. And what I'm doing, I'm gonna remove this base, and I'm gonna remove the gimbal cover. Okay, now first off, let's turn it on and see how things are working. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn this on and turn the quadcopter on, Please look at the gimbal, okay? Because at the moment this thing is perfectly working, and I'm not sure if I'm going to kill it right now. I have no idea. We'll see how things go. So, Hubsan app, alright? And I hope you can see it from here as well. I know it. So let's just click on everything. Enter Zino, enter main interface. Okay, now there's no way I can turn on the gimbal or a video feed, but if I zoom in to my phone, sorry, I can only keep it right here and show you at the moment that, oh, reflection, that there's no gimbal error here, except that it says weak GPS signal. Okay, so there's no gimbal error at all. Now let's create ourselves a gimbal error and see if we can actually do it. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the drone. Power off the USB disconnected, and now let's begin operating the quadcopter. So there are 1, 2, 3, no, not 3, there, 2 here on the front. That's what I see. We have to basically remove the gimbal, okay? So 2 screws here and 2 on the front side, and these are Phillips screws. So let's just find out which one will fit, because I don't want to strip. So here we go. Alright, let's operate this drone. And do not lose them, people. These are very, very small screws, okay? Okay, 2 have been opened from top here. Once again, look at it. These 2 right here have 2 screws, okay? And I've removed them. And now I'm going to remove these 2, which is right here, okay? And these are the front sides, so I'm just going to put them to the right side so I don't mix them up, you know. And please do not drop the screw inside the drone. Otherwise you're going to operate the whole drone. That's going to be trouble. Okay, now we should be able to pull the gimbal off. Okay, and very, very carefully I'm just going to pull it off. Wow, look at it. It came off really very easily. Now if you see, one moment, there is a lock right here, and I'm trying to get it out. There you go. The whole gimbal is out, alright? This cable right here, this might be loose, and that is why your gimbal is having issue, okay? So this is the first thing I'm talking about, the gimbal error and gimbal not working. And after that, for the GPS fix, there is this tape right here, if you can see this tape. And I was told by Hubsan engineer that if I just carefully, there is a cable attached to it, I mean stuck to this sticker under it. See that? Alright, so I was told if I carefully peel this off, There, this is silver color, kind of silver, I believe. Am I going colorblind? I have no idea. So I was told if I peel this off, I will not have that GPS losing satellite issues, and it will improve the GPS lock performance. Okay, once again, gimbal, don't drop, sorry. I have to make sure that the cable doesn't break. Once again, this, okay, little tape was here, and you just remove it carefully, making sure none of these things are damaged, okay, and it should give you a better GPS satellite lock. All right, now that the gimbal cable is here, and I have twisted it so much, sorry for that. This is the right way. Now I am going to just let me see it very carefully which way I can actually, because these kind of cables, they come off only one way. So this is a double-sided tape right on top of it. Okay, if I simply peel it off, alright, I can actually expose the cable right here. As you can see, this cable. Now, Hubsan engineer said that maybe this cable is loose, and you should just, you know, by finger push it inside. Now I do not see a complete, you know, thing that is going in here, so I'm not sure if I should pull it out, because I might damage this one and I won't be able to actually put it back in again. So let me just see. Okay, there might be a lock onto it which I have to remove before I can actually do something to it. I have a Gimbal Error 2000, and I can tell you how I managed to do that. After a little bit of funneling around, I found that this cable right here is very easy to put back in, and you can just loosen it and pull back out. Okay, and then fix it up again right here. And this cable right here is, I'm still unable to take it out, so I don't want to force it and break it at the moment, you know. However, as you can see, I have a gimbal error here now, and as you can see, the gimbal is not working, is hanging dead. So I'm going to turn off the quadcopter. Okay, and I'm going to install this cable once again where it was, and as it was there. There you go. So this black cable right here, if you have seen it, I have just pushed it back again. It's like kind of a, you know, seat, that a connector that sits on it. And also you might want to push this one down, this whole silver one, just push it down and see nothing is actually, you know, tilted or coming out. If it is just like this, nice and good, you just press it down a number of times. Press these cables down from here with your finger, just like this, and make sure this connector is, the black one right here, is connected properly. Okay, and one moment, I see one of my double-sided tape is gone. I hope it's not stuck to some other place, so I'm just gonna, you know, put this double-sided tape right here, one, and I'm it's Just give me a moment. I'm still trying to find where did the other one go. It's not here. It's pretty strange. I have to probably watch my footage again and see where that thing has gone. I think I have a ghost in my room which actually takes my things away. Oh, it's right here. The ghost is right. Come on. Sorry, people. I'm getting old, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put this tape back up again. Alright, and now just recap. If you're having issue with GPS lock, there's this tape that you can remove. Okay, you can remove this tape from here, making sure you don't damage these other cables inside. Alright, and then if you're having a gimbal problem, gimbal error, make sure this black cable right here, this one, is attached properly. You might want to take it off and then put it back in again, and also press a little bit on these 1000 cables coming in. I don't know, they're like a hair, man, very thin cables. So just push them like this, and now install your gimbal back carefully, just like this. Okay, now I'm not gonna put the screws in. I'm just gonna turn the quadcopter on. And you can see the gimbal started working again. Alright, now let's wait until it connects to the radio controller and the app. There you go. Preparing to take off, and we do not have the gimbal error anymore. Alright, and gimbal is working. Let me just tilt it down. See? It's going down right there and up. Okay, and it's balancing properly. I mean, it's stabilizing. Now, in order to check the video, of course I have to take off. Now, going to put these screws back on. I remember these are from the front side. So I am getting old, man. You know, it's so much fun to actually open a drone, and when it comes to me, I can open anything in no time at all. But when it comes to putting it back together, that's where things go sideways, you know. Good thing is it's not the Jesus clip, you know. You know the things about Jesus clip, or do you know what is Jesus clip? If you don't know, Jesus clip is a kind of clip that mostly you will find on the motors, and when you try to take it off, it like twings, and you like Jesus. Where it's gone, you never know, and you never find it, and that's why people call it the Jesus clip. I have lost countless times those Jesus clips, I can tell you that, and some of my junk has a lot of Jesus clips in them, which I bought for my motors. Okay, so this is done. Now I'm gonna turn on the quadcopter once again. Give me a moment. And I'm sorry, I'm still wearing my night pajamas, so I don't want to show you the bottom half part of my body. Alright, so I was able to make enough space in my room, and given that I cannot move that chair anymore, so there's a big helicopter there, and all the 3D printed kayak parts are just getting more and more. But I think this is enough space to fly the quadcopter, hover it, and see if everything is working. As you can see, It is in ATTI mode, weak GPS signal. There's no GPS actually, okay, and no FPV feed at the moment. So I'm just gonna take off. Oh, by the way, one moment. If you are unable to take off at home, you have to do this. Go to the settings, go to the controls, and GPS safe takeoff. This should be on. You will turn it off, because if it is on, you will never be able to arm the quadcopter indoors. Okay, so make sure it is off, and then you can arm the quadcopter and take off. Okay, so optical flow have found, sorry, it went off the camera, I believe. It's right here. Optical flow have found the patterns on the floor immediately, and it's hovering, and you can see that gimbal is working properly now. There's no gimbal error, there's no problems with the gimbal, and it is actually stabilizing very well. Okay, so let's just test the stabilization as well. See, stabilization is good. Can I fly it in my room? Of course, the obstacle avoidance is off, because otherwise it will never go forward, backward, you know, and stay at one place. So I am able to fly the quadcopter Hubsan Zino Mini Pro in my confined room, people. This is how much I trust its position hold indoors. Cable, watch the cable, watch the chair. Okay, and there you are. A nice solid hover right there. Everything is working. So I'm gonna land. Oh, hold on. Let me show you the landing as well. So I'm just gonna put it here. There you go. You saw it landing properly.
This has been turned off. It will turn on automatically after the aircraft takes off.
Okay, so now I'll try my best not to show you my beautiful pajamas that I'm wearing. Uh-oh, you saw it. Hold on. I'm just gonna pick it up and put it on the table and focus the camera on my face, right? Yeah, don't want to show you my bottom parts. I mean, my beautiful pajama shajama, that is really a beautiful one, and of course chosen by Mary for me. She always chooses clothes for me. Alright, so let me just bring the camera closer, and thank you very much for watching this video. So in this video you have learned, if you're having GPS satellites lost easily on your Hubsan Zino Mini Pro, just remove that little piece of tape and you should be fine. You won't have that thing. You will improve the GPS performance. And if you're having a gimbal error and your gimbal is not working, you're getting a gimbal error, your gimbal is not working, just make sure that black little cable that I've shown is really nicely put in, not loose. You might want to put a little bit of tape on it, and I would say if it is working, what I would do is, let me show you. It actually works better than tape. I have this one component RTV silicone. Okay, one component RTV silicone, and you can find this kind of thing in market very easily. So what I would do is, when I have something like a cable that goes into another place and I'm afraid that it will get loose, I will connect the cable properly in that area and make sure the things are working, and I will drop 1 or 2 drops of silicone, RTV silicone, on top of it and let it dry. Once it dries, it's nice and soft, and it will hold that cable there and won't let it off. So this is how you fix your gimbal error and make your gimbal start working again. I hope everything is clear. Sorry that it was also very first time for me to open this drone, so the video was not very professional and it's pretty long, but I'm happy that this is going to help a number of people out there who are having gimbal and GPS position lock issues with Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. Having to have this thing, of course, I have been, as I mentioned before, off the camera, I have been giving a lot of feedback to Hubsan, and still I am, and I hope this video, the people who actually had this issue, this is a feedback for Hubsan, and I hope that for the second batch, third batch, Hubsan, inshallah, is going to improve all these things and make the quality control even more strict. Make the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro better and better with every new firmware release. Thank you very much for watching this video. Give this video a big thumb up and subscribe to my channel. Stay subscribed, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the video comments. You have any requests for the new tests, just put them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to perform all those videos and tests for you. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button. Right?